What it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, I'm going to leave out one more video tonight. We're going to talk about Charlo, Team Charlo, with PBC respond for Charlo, whatever it may be. Also going to talk about his rumors of Adrien Broner, Conor Ben, and some rumors I heard about Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter. I think that should cover it right there. And the WBA. Start off there, WBA is eliminating the regular belts. Remember I told you guys they were eliminating the regular belt. The interim belt. Remember I told you I was getting rid of that shit when I told y'all about Colbert. I might have been a little bit off, but they told y'all about Colbert and what's the old boy name? Remember I told y'all on the live Colbert and Roger Gutierrez. They was gonna fight and eliminate the interim title. I think Colbert holds the interim title. My thing is this too, man. My thing is get rid of all that shit besides the gold title. The gold title is like a developmental title. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the NABA belts, the USABA belts, because a lot of them belts depend on North Carolina, Georgia, California. A lot of those are regional belts, and then they kind of turn into national belts, and that's how you get ranked into the top 15 and the top 20 of sanctioned belt bodies by holding those belts. So I like developmental belts like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the gold and the regular. The interim is fine. I don't have a problem with the interim. Interim title is supposed to be if a motherfucker injured or he out, or if the WBA want to promote, Super WBA want to promote the true WBA belt to being to promote unifications, and that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to promote unifications. That's why they don't have a mandatory every 18 months. They have a mandatory. That's cool. I like the idea of the true WBA title being the 18 months to promote unifications that eventually is supposed to promote undisputed if that's their true intentions. The interim belt is supposed to represent is a little bit extreme and extremist interim title. That's cool. Like I don't get it time. If I hold this regular belt, I'm the mandatory. Next time it's mandatory, it's ordered for 18 months. Or they put a little caveat in there, say if he ain't unifying or he ain't fighting opponents to our level, then the mandatories come every 12 months. All right. So there's be no confusions about mandatory. Every 18 months you got to handle your mandatory unless you want to handle it sooner. But it says the number of recognized titles in the sport is set to dramatically decrease. Jake Diamond wrote this out to him. Making good on a promise to continue to reform the WBA World Boxing Association will no longer recognize the interim champions within the organization, save extreme circumstances. Organization save for extreme circumstances. The order was handed down Wednesday afternoon, less than 2 weeks after recalling the previous scheduled interim fight. The championship committees decided that all the interim titles are withdrawn with immediate effect. Carlos Chavez, chairman of the WBA committee, informed all sanctioned belt body members via official resolution, a copy which has been obtained by boxing.com. Quote, with immediate effect, the now former interim champion shall not defend the respective championship as such more. Quote, at the discretion of the president and the championship committee, the championship committee will consider former interim champions as league contenders for the WBA, so for the World Boxing Association. Either the challenge for the championship as an official challenger directly, or as the case may be to participate in the elimination bout to box off the determined official challenger in their respective division. WBA Rule C.33 shall expressly be applicable. So the sanctioned belt body will, this is regular with Diamond Road, sanctioned belt body will begin to go through effective division in the coming days with the intention to reclassify interim titleists as mandatory challengers. Those who refuse to participate in the ordered title fights in consolidation bouts will demoted or removed from the rankings altogether. That's what they should do anyway. If like Sean Porter, or like let's say the purse bid is a good number, it's in line with what he's been getting or more. And Sean Porter, I'm just using an example, say I don't want to fight for the belt, fuck it, I ain't doing it, right? He should be out the sanctioned belt body for 12 months. If he do it again, it should go to 18 months. He do it again, double that shit to 36 months. That's how it should be. When somebody turned down a title eliminator, right? Unless they got another title eliminator, they going for another belt, or they got a championship type title fight, then they should be eliminated for 12 months from the sanctioned belt body. That's the way it should be. All right, my thing is, meanwhile, the WBA remains course to clean up. They said the sanctioned belt bodies, which prior to August 14th had probably recognized the super and world and interim and gold champions all within given divisions, has ordered a series of title consolidation bouts in addition to the sanctioning being removed from the previous approved interim title fights. The first bout to feel the effect is bantamweight clash with Gary Antonio Russell and Manny Rodriguez, with the August 14th reclassification as title eliminator after previously carrying the vacant interim at stake. So I guess they gonna consolidate super and interim and gold champions. But my thing is, it shouldn't be no regular champion. Look here, man. If I'm reading this right, this is the first time I'm reading this, right? It says, once appointed official challenge manager, the boxer may be permitted to participate in other bouts to approval of the championship committee and the time. Okay, I'm cool. That's what I just basically said. If they got more lucrative fights, do that. Okay. The reigning gold champion will not be listed anymore above the rankings. They will, however, occupy the ranking position from next monthly world rankings onwards. Classifies Chavez, quote, he will be rated below the interim champion and or official champion. The gold champion may order to participate in elimination bouts or box off at the discretion of the president and the championship committee based on the status of the division. Gold champion and regional champions who are not mandated challengers for the world championship or to participate in the elimination bout or box off by championship committee may be participated. Okay, who cares? My thing is the separate resolution is the eight each weight division expected in the coming days. Update policy regarding super, including how they're gonna crown. So we should get something going on between regular and super. The regular one is the one I have an issue with. Okay, the regular belt. No, you got motherfuckers counting regular belts as you got people counting regular belts as championship defenses, like with what's our boy name with Triple G. Sorry, yeah. So Rick Glosser, he said earlier that the regular belt is included in the process, but the interim champs will be stripped. Okay, so basically what they said about the gold belt. So they figuring out. He said that the regular belt is in the process, but the interim champs will be stripped. The title designated to the mandatory for the regular champion. Then the regular champs will end up fighting. That's how super champs to create a single W. So basically, gonna have one champion. And the interim is for injury or for some case, like the super championship is to promote unification. Let's say he want to unify. Interim just sit there, wait till he get done. If he can unify in 18 months, he should get or sooner, he should get a mandatory. So the interim, the regular, and the gold are clean up. I don't really care about the gold because it won't be listed no more. But it's truly like a regional shit, like the USBA, MMA. That's how I look at it. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. So that's that, man. My honest thoughts on that. I'm gonna do a premiere on this. My honest thoughts on that is pretty cool. But like anything else, it take time. It take time. Like I go outside and they knocking down houses. It take time to rebuild them houses, to take off the pipe, to cut off the gas and cut off the electricity. And then for somebody to come in and build it from the ground up, if they don't tear it down, to renovate, it takes time. And to clean up so many belts like that in the ranking system, as long as they showing the effort, that's me. They doing their part to clean up boxing, and that's what I respect. As long as you're showing an effort with true progress, I don't have no issue with it. But I like the effort. We need to be one champion. If we're gonna have 4 championship belts, all we need is 2 belts. 2 major belts. We need a champion belt and a regular interim championship belt for injuries and shit of that nature. Okay? So basically we need 1 belt. Unless some injuries or family matters or some mercy happen, we need 1 belt. WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO. WBO, they only got really 2 belts. Like if somebody get injured, interim, and they got the championship belt. People say, what's the super champion? The super champion is just once you have so many defenses, or once you recognize that like that you can move up and become the mandatory for the next belt, like Usyk doing with AJ, or you can move down and become the mandatory. You can move to another weight class and become the mandatory that you choose to fight on. I'm cool with that. It's not truly a separate belt. So I like what the WBA doing. We don't applaud too much shit in the sanction belt bodies, but when they doing right, we gotta make it. We gotta applaud them. But it says on Boxing News 24 said Adrien Broner versus Conor being possible for December. It says Eddie Hearn is working to put together a big welterweight match between Conor Ben and Adrien Broner. December, Hearn is trying to find the right price to get the management of for 32-year-old Adrien Broner, Al Heyman. Matchroom promoter has already talked to Broner's manager Luis de Cubas, who's worked with PBC. That's not, they call him a man. Al Heyman is the manager, advisor, all that shit. The Cubas, if y'all know what Luis de Cubas do, him and somebody else are the actual matchmakers. One day I'm gonna do a video on the hierarchy, but Luis de Cubas is actually, he more manager for the Cuban fighters, but he is a matchmaker over there. You wanna know they matchmakers? Him and somebody else, I forget. All right, so if they trying to make the Adrien Broner fight, he said, I love Adrien Broner. Hearn said to IFL TV, I think Ben versus Broner is a massive fight. I spoke to Luis de Cubas at PBC. I talked numbers with him. It wasn't enough for him, but we'll keep going. Conor Ben against Adrien Broner, whether it's December, early next year. My thing is this. What the fuck is his number? What is Adrien Broner number? You know what? It's for Al Heyman to get a bigger split. What's Adrien Broner number? That's my thing. What's his number? That's my problem. I mean, all these PBC fighters want to get paid 5 times or 6 times more, 7 times more than they make. That's why they can stay on the other side of the street, because most of the time they cross over, they get their stupid ass beat. Or they get robberies. That's my thing. So I done seen it enough. So it says, so they not even doing, they did 288,000 on Showtime. That ain't no terrible viewership, even in the digital era. Even in the digital era, that's terrible. So I don't know what their purses was. I'm trying to find out. But at the end of the day, who cares? Conor Ben was stretched the fuck out of Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner is done. He partied, he drunk, he lived the rapper's lifestyle, and he done. And I hope I'm wrong, because I fuck with AB in Cincinnati. They all right down there too. They pretty cool. So I fuck with AB, but he done. Conor Ben will put him to sleep. Adrien Broner is about to become a true stepping stone. We seen versus Santiago. He should have been fighting again. Even if Al got him on another undercard, the beautiful thing about it is Al holding his money. So Adrien Broner kids can go to college and they can have a good head start. And this girl will be alright if something happened to him. I applaud Al for holding his money. For Al to hold his money, Adrien Broner had to consent. And he ain't always in his right fucking mind. I don't care what y'all say. Al Heyman did the right thing by holding that nigga's money. But at the same time, Conor Ben is stretching. Conor Ben is stretching. Anybody foreigner will gonna stretch him, you know. Or he gonna start moving. But Conor Ben, one of them young, hungry motherfuckers like Ortiz and Ennis, they don't have shit to lose in their mind. Only thing they got to do is gang. And when they gain, they know they can gain something, they gonna stop this boy. And they know any young fighter, they got a lot of potential or starting to come into a championship contender, they gonna stop Adrien Broner, okay? And that's just the honest truth about it. And AB don't need to fight no young, hungry motherfucker like that, but he fights somebody with a little bit of power. They should put him in with Gary Russell. They do 135 pound, 140, between 30 and 40, do a catchweight. But Conor Ben is gonna stretch his ass, man. And all Eddie Hearn want to do is give Conor Ben a leg up outside of the in America by beating Adrien Broner, catapult him. And he's a generational talent. He's a second generation fighter. I don't know if his father's father fought, but we seen his father Nigel Ben fighting. And, you know, he got the same nickname. But like I said before, this kid young, he vicious, he don't give a hell. And maybe Adrien Broner got a little bit too much of experience left, but this kid seemed to be getting better. And we see he still got to fight with Adrian Granados, and that's scheduled for September 4th, so that's coming up. So we got to wait and see, man. But I think Adrien Broner gonna go for that stretch season. But we will see. So let me know what y'all guys think in the comment section about Broner, Ben, Conor Ben. All right, let's get to the boxing scene with Jermall Charlo. If you didn't hear, Jermall Charlo got into an incident during the weekend in San Antonio when his brother fought in an undisputed fight with Brian Carlos Castanos. Now, I'm going to read this, and I'm going to address these PBC slappers. I'm going to address these PBC nut slappers because some people are trying to justify what he did. I ain't riding with no, I ain't like that. I ain't riding with nobody, regardless, unless you my kin. Okay? Straight up and down. We like kin. So, it says, so Charlo, he was allegedly stole the book and, people money, they said, and he said that the lady, we'll get there, and then he said he hurt the lady because everybody ran up out of there. All right, so it says Jermall Charlo, the middleweight one, WC champion, is out on bond after responding to an arrest warrant on a felony robbery charges from alleged incident earlier this summer in San Antonio. San Antonio, they want to be like Compton. Was they just like Compton? Denver was just want to be like Compton, but the unbeaten, only the old and the real know that. Old and real. But the unbeaten two-division reigning WBC middleweight Tyler turned himself in to Bexar County authorities Wednesday morning after learning an outstanding warrant that was generated on August 7th. Charlo was booked on 3 charges of second-degree felony robbery from a complaint filed July 16th at Privet Martini Bar and Social Club in San Antonio. The Houston native was released shortly after booking upon a posting $5,000 scrutiny bond. Never heard of scrutiny bond, but Charlo was in town to support his twin brother, the lineal WBC, WBA, IBF champion. They shouldn't have gave him lineal until he beat Castanos, which he didn't. The champion who faced WBO, okay, we are. They quote, "This is a legal matter." Tim Smith, Vice President of Communication for PBC. In 2019 WBA Boxing Writers Association, Marvin Combe, Good Guy Award recipient, noted to boxing, "We don't comment on legal matters." My thing is, how you get that fucking award? According to the filed incident report, a copy of which boxing has obtained, boxing.com has obtained, Charlo allegedly stole cash from a guest check portfolio, and accused the waiter of trying to steal his debit card while retrieving his driver's license from another portfolio. The reporter suggests that the member of Charlo's party injured the waitress upon exiting the establishment, although there already appears to be conflict regarding to both sequence of events. The extent of the incident is in question. Quote, "I want to make it clear that Jermall stole no money from anyone at the club and made no threats towards anyone," Kent A. Schaefer, Charles attorney, told TMZ Sports after catching wind of the publication sensationalized news report of the matter. Question, quote, when the club ran his car, it declined, and then he retrieved a fraud alert from Chase Bank asking if he made the charge. His response was yes. They told him to have the charge submitted again. Now, I ran into that problem, so I can, with that same bank, I ran into that problem. So I can back the story up. With that same bank, I ran into that problem. I was in Vegas, so I'm going to the Excalibur to pay for my room. We waiting this long ass line because I couldn't do it on the self kiosk. So we waiting this long ass line. Lord, when I went to the Taylor and Ramirez fight, and took us, we got off the airport. We was like, they had a taxi. Shit, you can go to the taxi or you go to the Lyft. We like, well, we got a Lyft. We can find a Lyft. It took us like, I don't want to say it's less than an hour, but it was like 30, 40 minutes to find a Lyft. We had to overpay the Lyft to get there. Got to the hotel. We had to, it was big. The Excalibur, big as hell. We walked through the main entrance. Sent this long gas line. Got me on, got into argument. Finally got up there. They did a fraud alert. So I had to call them. I think, did I have to call them? I either had to call them or do it on my app. So either one of the two, I don't remember. I was tired as hell. Then I got settled in, got me some Baja, whatever that shit called, and kicked it with time. But yeah, I got that from the same bank. They do that. So that's funny because the amount was so large, they probably was like, you know what? Let's double check. Because if you go somewhere, I guess too far, Texas is big. I bet Houston, San Antonio, they wanted to know. They said, quote, then the racers went to run it again. They came back saying she could not find the car. Jermall was upset that his car was missing. It was his debit card tied to his account with a substantial amount of money. Where the two sides agreed is the manner upon which Charlo received his license. The boxer was understandably distraught over the establishment not being able to locate his debit card. At which this point, he saw his license sticking out of a check presenter at which he took back. He didn't want her to lose that too, according to the attorney. Like, it's certain, I know you be angry, but it's certain ways to handle some shit. You know, then again, you can report the car stolen, okay? And use your phone to get money out your account. So you don't necessarily need a phone to get money out your account, but not everybody know that. And also you can use your phone to pay at most car swipers, but then again, most of the car swipers don't, the taps usually don't work, depending where you at. So he had an adjustable ground, and so he had a good, so two sides of the story, three sides of the story. Got the truth, the waitress side, and the restaurant, and his side, and they started to make sense. So it don't sound too bad to me. So he should be all right. TMZ blew it out. The court records also show Charlo has been issued a no contact order with the alleged victim. It is believed by his legal team that the matter will be resolved without criminal charges filed, although the development comes after alleged understanding the charges will not be filed. So he gonna pay her off, gonna pay the restaurant off, and they gonna walk away. So they made it seem way worse than what it was, but that's what TMZ do. They gonna take one side of the story, and TMZ, you know, boxing got one side of the story, so it really is not mattering. It may seem like he stone cold stunned her, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Check best way to donate. We make a financial donation. Cash App CJGood313, Venmo CJGood313, PayPal link there as well too. I do appreciate everybody that makes a financial donation. And shout out to, I think, Russell that donated today. I don't say a whole name, but on Cash I appreciate it. But don't forget you find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Facebook group, all that's in the description. When I advertise on the channel, advertise your business or YouTube channel, or whatever you got going on, all this legal. Hit me up. Twitter's the fast way. Facebook and Instagram. Video requests, chop it up, all that good stuff. Appreciate the love, support. Peace. Hey you, yeah, I'm talking to you. You right there watching this video, waiting for this live stream to start, or just watching the membership video, man, and why you should join the membership. Let's talk about it real quick, expeditiously. We got the 3 levels. You got the rookie level, got loyalty badges, you got custom emoji badges, and you have members on the live stream. As we get more people flowing in to join the membership, I have members only live chat. That means everybody can see the video that want to see the video, but only members will be able to chat. That's $3. That's a rookie. The All-Star, you get personal shout outs before the videos, maybe after the video, mostly likely before the videos. You give a priority to reply in the chat. So as soon as I see you, I reply before anybody else. Get early access to pretty much all my non-boxing videos there. $10 a month. Then we got the boxing pound for pound superstar for all my boxing boys and gals out there. Get early access to prediction and most of our boxing content, virtual video collaborations, and open debate. So, you know, you want to pre-record or go live and debate me for a whole video, you got early access to new videos, some of the videos in the All-Star as well too, and priority reply in the comments. So I see in the comments, you get priority reply. No, instantly that's $20 a month. So let me know what you guys think. Don't have a Patreon no more, so here's where you're gonna get some of that exclusive content I used to have on the Patreon. Peace.